Good morning, people. Sorry. Got coffee in one hand, phone in another hand. Good morning. Welcome to the Easy Stream, where we hang out in this fish room and get into all sorts of things. And it's always easy. I've got 1,000 likes. More people are liking your shorts. Okay, cool. Thanks, people. Good morning. Say hi to people. Good morning. Andy Carson. Good morning. Good morning. Bionic Bigfoot. Good morning. Bionic Bigfoot gave me a 99-cent poop sticker. Poop sticker. Poop super sticker. Whew. Too early to be doing that. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you very much. And you've been a member for 14 months. Congrats. 3G. Good morning. Good morning. Bruiser. CB. What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Eric T. Good morning. What's hot? Moneyless. Man, my lips are not working today. The Moneyless Maven. Good morning. Southwest Florida Aquatics. What's up? In the house. Good morning. Good morning. Select Pet. What up? Empire of Dirt Aquatics. Jeff Kane. Good morning, sir. Where am I at? I lost my place. Select Pet Fish Dreams. What's up, man? All right. I think I'm already at the bottom of the chat. Cool. What do we got this week? Same thing we got every week. That. Okay. That had me nervous. Apparently that's a molt from my shrimp in my saltwater tank. All I saw was a shrimp-like object sticking to a filter. I turned this light on. Well here, you guys can see it too. See it? This tank's a mess. I don't see the shrimp though. That's what I gotta look. You in here, buddy? Well, it's kind of hard to see anything in here. Oh, it's definitely just a molt, so hopefully he's around there somewhere hiding. Anyway, what's new? What do we got? What do we got? We're gonna do the water testing like we always do. I gotta do a little maintenance. The glass is covered in green spot algae. Also needs a little bit of water in there. Probably do a water change on that.
Select Pet said definitely looks like a shrimp-like object.
Exactly. I've been talking about my spawning mops. Instead of doing them, I usually do 2 weeks and then change them. I'm thinking about moving that to 1 week and then changing them. So I need to make more mops. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. We got to do the water testing on this. Seems to be okay. We're doing all right. We'll just get into stuff. You know, it's always like chaos around here. So let me get my little clicker here, and we can swap cameras. Let's fix this. All right, cool. Cool. Now, while this is there like that, I can move this camera over here.
Deb's Aqua Pet said, "Good morning, Jason and everyone."
Good morning, Deb. Thanks for being here. This tank is... Oh, man, we got to do some maintenance. Things are getting neglected around here. No one to blame but
Bigfoot
myself.
said Eagles or Chiefs in the Super Bowl who will win.
Well, good luck, Chiefs. Good luck, Eagles. Who knows who's going to win? Ow. If you knew, make a lot of money. But I'm rooting for the Eagles, but that's just because, stick to hometown team. But yeah, I got no skin in the game. The Eagles can win. All I know is that when whatever happens, Philadelphia's going to explode tonight, okay? So I wouldn't be anywhere near Philadelphia if you can avoid it.
Bruiser CB said Jason won't be much longer. Your beard will be caught up with mine.
I know, man. I almost shaved yesterday.
Aquatic Moose said we all know the birds will fly on their way to victory.
That's right. There you go.
The Moneyless Maven, Shirley, said whoever has the best commercial wins.
There you go. That's the real winner, right? The advertising. I never understood the whole Super Bowl commercial thing. Like, I don't know. But then again, there's a lot of things in life I don't understand why people do. I just live here. That's why I like fish. Pretty straightforward. Just keep swimming, man. That's their motto.
Select Pet said Super Bowl, that's football, right?
Yup.
NFL makes more money if the Kansas City Swifts win. I think they already have recorded the announcement.
Did they? Is that true? I mean, if that's true, then that's exactly what's going to happen. Because you know it's all about money.
Bruiser CB said, don't shave it, let it grow.
Let it grow!
Aquatic Moose said, Jason, this aquarium has come such a long way in your BBA journey.
I know, hasn't it?
John McKenzie said, good morning, weirdos.
Good morning, weirdo. Thanks for joining us. Alright. I got water test samples. Alright, here. Let's, I guess I should just look at this, man. Where's the... This tank is getting a lot. Yeah, we might have to... Green hair algae. Some dying leaves. Gotta get in there. Get in there in a little bit. But let's do the testing first. Whoa. Not get crazy here, man. Yeah, so other than, you know, normal stuff, nothing's really new in the fish room. Yeah, no new fish. Nothing out of control. Calibrate. 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 Alright, nitrates. There we go. Do the weekly testing. See where we're at. I have not touched this tank since last week. So it probably does need a water change. Speaking of that, I also need to start doing that pass-through change thing. I have it set up, but I started doing it in one tank. And
Bionic
yesterday.
Bigfoot said Jason let the beard grow with the grey hair too.
Yeah, you like that? Definitely like, you know, gray in the beard. What's going on here? Why can't I see? Yeah. It's a sign of the times.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said a good 2/3 of chat is always everyone saying hi to everyone else. One by one.
One
It's
by
like
one.
say each name or you lose.
Yeah, you better adhere. What's happening here? I'm getting those alerts. Just telling me I'm live. Good thing. I didn't know. That's ticking. Alright, let's do this.
Alish and AS said, get much ice up there?
Yeah, I took the dog out this morning and it's gonna... Not looking forward to it. I gotta shovel it. I figure, you know what, I'm just gonna wait till it gets a little warmer out and hopefully kind of loosens up because it was... I think I gotta be chipping for a while. I do have like a scraper though. I should probably get... Actually like a... And for pulling up tiles on flooring. But it works great for ice too.
I thought the majority of the stream was trying to figure out what Jason is doing.
That's the other half. The other half is saying hi.
Said, I wish I had color beard, not all grey.
You make dice
John
for that,
McKenzie
dude.
said you can put rubber bands in your beard like Lou Albano.
Oh my god. Does that bring back memories? What is it, Lou Albano and Cyndi Lauper? I don't know. That's all I remember. Those two were always in like videos together. Man, is that a throwback? WWF. All right, let's get this cooking. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or whatever. 3 minutes. Let's throw this out. Ow. Grab a towel.
Alison AS said the rock and wrestling connection. Lol.
Who said there was somebody else in that video?
Select Pet said that's the guy that played Mario, right?
Yes. Yes, that was the other thing I picked up in my head was him with that Mario hat on. It was like a TV. That was like a Saturday morning cartoon thing, wasn't it? Yeah. God, man, that's going way back. It's like 80. Way back. Man, that was like 40 years ago, man. Probably longer. Alright, it's got 2 minutes. I guess we can swap over there and start water changing. Because why not? Yesterday, that's when I realized I had to adjust the temperature on my my fill valve, basically. 17-gallon Endler tank that has the betta in it. It was a little low in water yesterday, probably like a third of the way down. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna fill it up real quick. Bam. So I threw in the fill tube and I hit go, and I filled it up. I immediately got the alert that the temperature in the tank got lower.
Anubias is such a badass name for a plant.
Isn't it? Yeah, so I got the alert that the temp was dropping. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And then I look at the fish, and like half of them are just laying there, like not moving. I'm like, oh no. Apparently, I jacked in like 40-degree water. I'm like, damn. They all recovered. They were only stunned for like, a minute. I only put a third,
Select Pet
30%
said
of the water in
Saturday
there.
Morning Cartoons was an amazing stream that used to come on Saturday mornings with Guess That Tune.
Yes,
Maybe
that
one
tune.
day they'll come back.
Maybe. We'll see. But it was fun while it lasted. Ow. It was a lot of work, that, though. Not gonna lie. A lot of work. Alright, we're gonna let this chooch. I gotta do the TS while we're here. Got 20 seconds on the, let's do this TS. 430. 430. Alright, let's get the spreadsheet open here. Yay. Today is the 8th, 9th.
Aquatic Moose said sorry to interrupt. Lowell, 2/3 of this stream is us interrupting Jason with the bot.
The other 2/3. Yep. Yeah. It's alright. I'm a glutton for punishment. Alright, what does that say? 0.21? Is that 0.21? That can't be right. Hold on. Yeah, okay. 0.21. Yeah.
Alishon AS said, have my Saturday Morning Cartoons trophy in a place of honor in my fish room.
That's right. That's right. Oh my god. I went out of my way for that. It was fun. Alright, so 0.21. We're actually kind of very similar where we were last week with that. That was at 0.24, so we're kind of down. So we can...
PNW Aqua said, #Saturday Morning Cartoons. Good morning, folks.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Got a minute left on the other test. The other thing I do want to do in this tank is I have, this tank does seem to be stabilizing a little bit as far as the nutrients in there. But, I have a bunch of plants that I had in this rehab tank. So maybe we got to clean that out and some of them back. They've rehabbed quite a bit. Like this guy. I originally threw him in here because it was all chewed up and whatever, but I think he's doing a little bit better now, huh? I think it was actually covered in blackbeard too. Probably stick. Okay. What happened to the? Oh, there was. It's in here. See it anymore? I had it like stuck in this crevice. Like this in the crevice. And try and get that through that hole. Try and get my arm out of there. Almost. I'm gonna force it. There we go. That's actually pretty good in there. Hopefully that stays in there. I did have. I don't know where the other Anubias went. My Dolph boys. See it laying around. See it floating either, so must have gotten pushed back or just demolished. I think I see it in here anyway. No, I don't. Weird. Probably should have paid attention to that. Hopefully it's somewhere that it's growing. Yeah, I think plants are the big solution to half these problems, honestly. Still covered some black. Oh. It's gotten a little better. Yo. There, I don't think that's gonna work. There are a lot of good crevices in this. There, I see one. Better. 2 plants here? Certainly is. These roots. In that crevice. Oh shit. Pardon my French. Gotta check that test. Time's out. 17.9. 17.9. Down from last week.
Alishon AS said, "Are you going to watch the Eagles tonight, Jason?"
I don't know. I'm not a huge football person, but I'll probably just keep an eye on it, on the score. Here we go. Let's look at what. Pretty much real close to what everything was last week. So nitrates are down slightly, phosphates are down slightly, TDSs are down slightly. We should fertilize. I never fertilized last week. This Anubias is too little. I'm not gonna put this in there yet. Other plants I want to stick in there. Starting to get some hair algae in here. Green hair algae. Probably have to clean this tank too. Get on it. Do this water change. Big one here. We're probably still looking at the results of that test, aren't we? I forgot to switch it back. Yes, we are. All right, sorry. Not sure what else to put in there at the moment, as far as in this tank. A lot of hair algae coming out of here. Take the grandpa snail out of the algae. Eh. Still gotta let some of this, man, this is covered in blackberry. So clearly we're not entirely ready to bring some of these back. We'll deal with that in a sec. Let's take a look at it.
SWFL Aquatics said, I have a 55-gallon drum, want to sterilise per se. If put drum in pool chlorine, should clean it, yes?
55-gallon drum. Sure I understand the question. I don't know what happened in my chat. There it is. I have a 55-gallon drum I want to sterilize per se. If I put drum in pool chlorine to clean it, yes. Well, I guess kind of, but
said Jason that pop of green makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does look good, right?
That's lovely, that is.
Yeah, Southwest Florida. I think, shoot. It all depends on what was in the drum, honestly. If it was nothing like too crazy, like chemicals or anything like that, yeah, you should probably just get away with a little sanitation. Chlorine, it's probably, pool chlorine is probably like, well, it depends on the ratio. You really only need like a 10% solution or something like that, I forget. For chlorine. But yeah, it should work. At least to get whatever was in there out. But if it was like, chemicals and stuff in there, man, you might want to think about like some sort of detergents to clean it, and then rinse the detergents, and then sterilize it. I don't know.
Used as water change system before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then.
Danny Dumoulin said, "Good morning, nice people."
Danny.
Hey, Manifesto.
Good morning, sir. Bonjour. Bonjour, mon ami. I'm trying to keep it friendly today, family friendly. Yeah, if it was used for a water change system, I would absolutely just sterilize it. I don't even need pool chlorine. I would just buy.
Aquatic Moose said, "Bon appetito."
Bon appetito. That means. All I know is bonjour and le jour de la marmotte. The day of the marmot. It's Groundhog's Day. It's an important day around here.
Bionic Bigfoot said hello at Danny Dumoulin.
Danny Dumoulin. My name is Dennis. D. Look at that. We got all these Dennises in here. Bionic Bigfoot's a Dennis. Southwest Florida is a Dennis. Dennis Dumoulin is a Dennis. Popular name. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna. Well, I'd like to get more Crips in here too.
Select Pet said family friendly. Let's see how long that lasts. I know how some.
I already blew it. I already blew it once. All right. So we're gonna let this chooch. Almost done. Oh, that's what we should do. I think. Well, let's go over here. Let's take this camera. This is the tank that was just pulling the fish from, or the plants from. This is a 10-gallon Celebes rainbow fish tank. Some blue dream shrimp in here somewhere. It's like a trio. But yeah, some of these plants like this, I could probably put in the tank. Got one big root that's filled with blackbeard. This one, seen better days. The bulbitis is still trying to come back. We definitely got some parts that don't have blackbeard on it. Honestly, what I should do is just pull the blackbeard parts off of that. Not a bad idea. Same thing with this.
Dennis Christensen said, "Allo, allo," another Dennis checking in.
Right on. There we go. Dennis is here. Another Dennis. I think there's something to this, man. That is not going to stay there. That is going to get pulled out. Stick it down. One thing I like about this log is it's got all these holes in it. These fish, very rough on plants. Who knew cichlids would be rough on plants? I almost got to
Bionic
wedge him
Bigfoot
in there,
said,
man.
"Hello, other Dennis."
Hi, Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Good morning, Dennis. Like that. It'd be like that. This is gonna. I don't feel like. Well, we'll see. I'll leave it alone. Trying to get the Blackbeard. Now, if we look here at the Blackbeard on this, right? This had Blackbeard on it before from the old tank. But if you look at this, Blackbeard is actually kind of like turning brown, orange. I think it might. I'll knock on wood here. I think it might be dying.
Bionic Bigfoot said hello
Keep
to
on
all
it.
Dennis.
The Dennis stream. They're taking over. They must be stopped.
Aquatic Moose said that's lovely, that is.
Thanks. Yeah, so oh yeah, I'm gonna finish doing homework. At some point I would like to I'm all over the place, man. I'm all over the place. Wait for that. Here, this is what I was talking about. This Bulbitis I bought a swap. Now, it was in the old tank and immediately became like a nucleation site for Blackbeard algae. So I took it out and I stuck it in this tank to kind of rehab it. That's kind of where I've been doing all
Bionic
my
Bigfoot
plants.
said, "See you later, Shirley." Select Pet said, "Just breathe and focus."
Breathe. All right, I'm just going to break off the parts that are covered in blackbird algae. Only like 2 leaves. But what I did like about this Bulbitis is that they really never messed with it. Let's try sticking this back in the tank.
Denis Dumoulin said, "I saw a video about using oxygenated water on BBA that seems to work."
Well, all right. I've heard this, but I don't know about oxy. It was carbonated water, is what I saw. If that made any sense. It was Jennifer Weaver. It was a woman that was in the fish fan. She fortunately passed away not too long ago. But she told me about a
Aquatic
method
Moose
like
said,
that
"What
too.
are those pseudomorgles? Do they have black fins?"
Oh, those are Celebi's rainbows. So, not quite pseudos. But yeah, they're Celebis. Here's some Bulbitis. Where should we put? Should put this. Yeah, we're gonna kind of try and wedge it in with this rock. How about that? Try and get the roots in the ground. We'll see. Just gonna let that go. Is that good enough? Of course, it's just. Oh. This is one of those like kind of like Anubias. You're supposed to have the rhizome like not buried. I guess I don't know, but I'm gonna try not to bury it too much anyway. Hang on. It would help if I could actually get in this tank. Alright, that's gonna be enough, I guess. Just leave it alone. Stop playing with it. Sleeve. You ripped it. So I'm just going to pull this off. Okay. Next. Drain this a little bit. Where are we looking at? We're still looking at that 10 gallon, aren't we? What did I do with the clicker? Oh, there it is. All right, let's go back to here. This is the 75. I always want to say 55 because it was a 55 for years. Now it's a 75. So yeah, that's where I just put that bulbitis. Kind of buried it there a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll just fill it up. Move on. But before I fill it up, let's hold on, guys. You're gonna go for a ride real quick. I want to show you what's happening over here. This, you can see it, is the Blind Cave Tetra tank. It's probably in dire need. It's a horrible angle too with all the glare. Get closer. Anyway, try to get the glare out there, but I'm gonna start the siphon on this, and I'm just gonna let it use gravity while I fill everything else up. So let's put that in there. I have to put the little python protector on the end of this because these dudes, first of all, they're blind. They have no eyes. Like, they're not just blind, they don't have eyes. There's a little difference. I think we talked about this when I first got them, but it's been a while. Apparently, Blind Cave Tetras are, these are, man, we're having problems today. Blind Cave Tetras, if you can see any of this, are Mexican Tetras, which is kind of like a greenish, drab-looking Tetra. Why are we leaning? These guys. I guess whatever. I don't know how long ago. What happened was essentially these guys got washed down into some underground caverns, and over thousands of years, developed the ability to. First of all, they lost all their color. They're not albino; they just have no pigment. Very similar to albino, but I think it's different. Anyway, they're born with eyes, and then at some point their body reabsorbs them. So, very interesting. I found them fascinating. Okay. Shirley went back to bed. It happens. I could go back to bed. Good morning, Cecil Mayberry. So anyway, I'm just gonna let this gravity drain for a while. I'm gonna have to get in there and mess with the sponge filters because they need to be cleaned. The air's kind of just trickling out of them, so we'll get to that in a minute. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, this one. This is that Celebi's Rainbow tank. I also have the thing already set here. I think I did this, oh, that's right. I did a brackish water change and a saltwater water change. Sometime after the stream last week? Yeah, I don't think I did it on the stream, did I? I might have started it. But either way. So then I moved it over here, but I never actually turned it on because it was late the one night when I moved it. Hopefully this is still primed. Guess we'll find out. I have a fill tube over here. I will free that up. I have an alarm for the inevitable overflowage. Okay. So I'm just gonna do much. How much I'm jacking in there, but that's way too much. Turn that down until I find a nice little happy little trickle. It's probably a little too fast. I want to kind of keep this slow because this is like ice cold water. So that's wrong. I gotta give time for like the heaters to kind of catch up and stuff. Not a bad little pace. Hold on. There. Number 1. Put this alarm right here. Rest it. So if it gets too high, start beeping. It's like salt. Okay. That's that.
Aquatic
This is that.
Moose said, still dosing no planaria over here.
You are.
Hasn't destroyed my shrimp or snails yet.
How
Or
about the
planaria.
planaria? I was gonna say, how about the planaria? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess people, it should work. But I mean, if you're still, how many times you gotta dose that dude? Wouldn't something like an deworming thing work a little bit better? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it affects them. Anyway, I'm gonna fill up this 75. And we're gonna call this done. Look at that. That plant's already floating. Damn it. What did you do in there? We'll see. I'm really curious what happened to that other Nubius that I had on the log. Definitely got shoved somewhere. Because I noticed those cichlids do not bother with the Nubius. They don't really care. Same thing with the crypts. Occasionally they'll pick at them, but I think that's more of the geos just doing the geo thing. You know, digging at the soil, sifting the sand, earth eating.
Aquatic Moose said I didn't follow the daily WC instructions, so it's only been about 3 or 4 doses.
Gotcha. Well, I guess when you go off script, you gotta go off script. Plan accordingly. Ow. Alright. So we are looking at this. This guy's looking good, man. He's looking big. Is that his tail? Oh, no, it's just the stripe on his tail. I should,
Select Pet said if it's not taking care of the planaria and snails, it's not strong enough. The meds should target soft-bodied inverts. Fenbender Soul works great.
That's what I was thinking, man.
Chris's Aquazone said howdy, everyone.
Yo, what's up, Chris? How you been, man? Thanks for stopping by. Alright. Now, while we're standing here waiting, while that tank's filling up here, let me, move this camera back if we need it. But anyway, my whole point about using that python protector is that those blind cave tetras, from living in caves, tend to swim anywhere they feel current moving. So they'll try to swim in with that tube. And will. Hold on, let's go over here. There we go. Seeing that filling up. Now, mops. I need to make more mops. Set that up. Show you guys how I do that. Bunch of them now. I don't know if I'll make them all stream, but I will definitely make some. Get yarn.
Select Pet said So Blind Tetra just try to go in any hole they find.
That's right. Forgot I said that. All right, let's see. We got a towel here we can put down and kind of see what we're doing. It's been so long since I made mops, I almost forget how to do it. I guess we'll figure it out. But we're almost filled here. Oh, I wanted just birds. Where are they? Right here. Is this the new bag? Holy cow, this feels... This is the new bag? It has to be. I can't believe we used this much of this bag already. This is just potassium sulfate. The only thing I really dose is potassium because, according to all the tests, I have nitrates and phosphates. The only other macro you would need would be potassium. NPK, man. Obviously micronutrients, but you know, who was it that said iron? I probably do need to be dosing some iron, honestly. Should look into that. Have to be crazy, right? But it could definitely help, especially with some of the plants. I should look into that iron thing. That is... Close the lid. It's over here. Actually refill. Okay. All right. I am going to swap cameras real quick so I can move this one. It's going to show up, so I guess we got to take a look.
Fishroom said I have heard dose sparingly with iron.
Yeah. Yeah. Because somebody told me, now take this with a grain of salt because people tell you all sorts of things, especially when they're trying to sell you something. There was a swap I was at, and a woman was selling me spixie snails or some snails that were supposed to be really good at eating BBA. Of course, I put them in the tank that we just got done doing the water change on, and well, I see the shells of the dead spixie snails laying around, but I don't, you know. But she said, if you have a problem growing BBA, you should dose iron. And I was like, what? But I don't think I have an iron deficiency in my water. Oh, I have a test for iron. I do have a test for iron. We could test iron. Well, I don't know if we'll do that this week, but just got done fertilizing everything. Not that I fertilize iron, but I have an iron test. I did test iron once and it was low. Like way in the beginning. Anyway, let's do the mops.
Select Pet said you got to be kidding. The BBA killed the spixie snails?
You know, it was like gluttony, man. I just ate until I died. All right. Here is how I make my spawning mops. Okay. I have some acrylic yarn, whatever color you like. I got this color. I also got a brown. I'm going to use the rest of this first. Okay. Seeing this? Barely. Should be better. Okay. I need corks. I bought a whole bag of corks off of Amazon. This is what they look like champagne corks, right?
Alishon AS said you are the BBA king. Embrace your destiny.
Yes. So I took the liberty of pre-drilling this before the stream, so that you didn't have to watch me handle power tools and be nervous. But I think it was like a 7/64 bit, something small enough. Basically, what I do is
The nano aquarium guy said good morning all.
good morning. Take length of this string.
Select Pet said yes, die because of how you eat. The doctors warned me of that too.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Two things got to happen right now. Is I cannot crouch like that because it is killing my knees and my back. So I'm pulling over this stool. So I can sit. There we go. Oh, what are we looking at? All right, cool. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. All right, let's move this out of the way for a sec. Now, I got these. I discovered these or turned me on to these things. These are, I don't even know what kind of needles these are, but they're split. See that? String through there. Right? Now it's threaded. Take this big needle, stick it through here, pull it out. Then, oh man. Take this little ferrule.
Denny
Plastic.
Dumoulin said suture kit.
There. You're right. Yes, I need one. It is a suture kit. All right, well, I only need one of these. I'm using yellow. All right, I'm going to try and color my mops, right? And I'm going to try and do it on a, I'm going to do red. Skipping orange because the red fades and starts to look like orange. So it's going to go red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And if I swap that out every week, that means one of the mops will be in the tank for a month. Every mop will be in the tank for a month before they get kicked out. So, now the ferrule's on there now. This is just how I color code it. And this is also kind of like a way I lock in the mop from pulling out. And then I just tighten this string, feed it back through. Down the bottom. Bada bing. Bada boom.
Select Pet said, I'm surprised a suture kit isn't a prerequisite for the depths unknown first aid kit.
Don't worry, man. I got all sorts of stuff in my first aid kit. Like apocalypse stuff in my first. I got anti-radiation pills in my first aid kit. All right. I have a Geiger counter in my first aid kit. All right. So now you can see that's the mop. How I color code them right there, right? And the string here. Boom, 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 boom. Put this away before I lose it. Okay, next. Get a book. This one's about the right size. I think I'd prefer a little shorter, but I can't find the other book I used, so it's around here somewhere. And I just do this. Book. It says, Our Mr. Manifesto. It said Our Manifesto, and I thought it needed a Mr. in front of that, so I put it there. Anyway. Ta-da. One side of the mop in here. The other side just dangles. Get out of the way. Let's get the string. That there. I might need to switch hands this way. Let's do it this way. And I take, pop, pop, start wrapping. One, I'm going to do it 50 times. So my lap.
Select Pet said, Jason, you know books can be used for another purpose too. Or so I'm told.
Nope. Only for mops. All right, that was 50, roughly. I think it was 50. Okay. So then I cut that string. Now I got this here, right? So I take this and I just, hard to do this while I'm talking. I don't have like a good grip on. There we go. Just cut it. Right, that's the bottom of the mop. Now, take the string that's inside the book. Cut through all. Look what is going on here. Pull it. You can see this. So I'm going to come over here for me. Oh shoot! Oh, that kind of failed. Didn't mean to do that, but ideally, wouldn't have let that go. Then I tighten it there. I think we're a little off center because it slipped. So,
Alishawn AS said Jason is the Martha Stewart of mop etiquette.
I gotta move this a little bit. Screwed up. Right, whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm rusty at this too. I haven't done this in a long time. Knot it. Double knot it. Actually, top two. Oh, this was less than ideal, I'll tell you that, but it's going to be a problem. A little awkward. Okay, good enough, right? Just to make sure. Yada bing, bada boom. And then, you know, trim off that little. Helps if I have, you know, sorry, I'm left-handed, so everything I try to do is backwards. And a lot of times scissors don't like to work backwards. So that's one mop. It's not horrible. Could have been a little more, what do you call it, symmetrical. That's mop one. Let's try it again. See if I can do better. I guess I should just move this out. Let's get this out of my way. Now I have 4 tanks. 1, 2 that I use with pseudos, right? And I also have Celanese rainbow fish tank. That would be 5 mops. If I wanted extra, so we need to make extra. This. Cut that. That. Let's do. Stick that in. Through. Not on there. Out. feed it back through. Wow, that drained pretty quick. Stop for a second here. Stop that siphon. Otherwise, I'm going to drain too much, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to get below that cave lid because I don't want air getting trapped. It already is like trying to float itself up there all the time. And just kind of make sure that this nut rests like in a good way there. It's off. Set that down there. Find it's important. Tight too. All right. 1, 2, 3. This is where it gets hard because I'm the wrong hand again. All right, now I need to pull. There we go.
Daniel Vella said, "Good morning, everyone."
Good morning, Daniel. There, that one worked better. Maybe just kind of keep it from sliding around. Tie that first knot.
Alishon AS said a live stream with no live commercial interruptions. Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome. I did that once by accident. You guys flipped out. No, you didn't. I thought it would just put it at the beginning and the end like an ad. No, apparently it did it like every 5 minutes and put an ad. All right. This is another mop done. Double knotted. Getting to the end of the roll, so it's getting a little squiggly looking. Trim this down. Ta-da! One number 2. Got a couple more to make. I don't know if I'm going to make all of them right now because it's kind of tedious. But there's not much left to string this roll, so I guess I'm just going to finish this one out. Maybe we'll do one of the brown ones. I need nuts. I bought, well, this is like from like when my kid was little. Got one of those like, what are they called? Oh, I can't remember. Perler beads? Perler beads. Perler beads. And you're supposed to use like an iron and melt them, and it creates like a little toy. Get away to myself. Wababing. I would a lot of times take this with work with me to work and just kind of I had some downtime and waiting for something to happen to just sit in my car and make mops. Guarantee if people gave me strange looks, but I've been getting strange looks my whole life. I'm used to it.
Select Pet said, "What kind of beads?" Never mind, forget I asked.
They're I can show you the bag or the box. Oh no. This one's the one. There we go. Let's try and get that to lay flattish. Back la bonk. Perler beads? I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I'll look it up in a sec. I'll just show you what I got. I should do this with this hand. Let's try it backwards.
Salient Aquatics said morning.
$12. Trying to count salient. Good morning. That is 50-ish. 50. Cut. Cut now because I'm using the right hand, right?
Select Pet said 15, 16, 17, 20, 17, 14.
One of those, huh? Select Pet. Ooh, I just cut my shirt. Damn it. Like I totally snagged that shirt. Tennessee Fish Mafia shirt. Travesty. Hold that.
Daniken Aquatics said morning Jason.
Good morning.
What up fish people?
Good morning, Kenny. What's going on, man? Making some spawning mops. He's trying. Apparently destroying everything in the process. I gotta stop that. Siphon it. So on. I like tying it above and below. That way I kind of feel like it's not going to go anywhere. And I don't know. I've had the mops I've been using for a long time now, so clearly they last. And I should make a bunch of these and sell them at a swap or something.
Select Pet said somebody take the scissors from Jason.
Yeah, I'm getting
He's
dangerous.
over here cutting up his clothes.
Dude, look at that.
Next will be everyone's hair.
Totally whacked it right there.
310 Aquatics said good morning.
Ruined my shirt. Well, I guess next time I see Chattanooga Ed, I might have to buy another one. Place it. Okay, let me, 1 sec. Let me stop that siphon that's going on over here. I'm gonna, by stopping it, I'm gonna turn it on. Take this out. Let me get this out of the way, this hose. We'll pause for a second on making the mops. I'm going to switch yarn too. Make some from the other color. But let me wrap this hose up. Get it out of the way. We will take a break here for a sec. I'm going to move you. All right. Sponge filter I need to get cleaned and reset because it's they're barely pumping air. So
Select Pet said that's what the clash needs. A mop making completion. Who can make the best the fastest?
Might actually just need to adjust the air coming in here. Coming in real slow. Sec. The mop tray that I use. What did I do with that tray? What's right here? Can't believe I cut my shirt like that. It's because I was doing it all backwards, man. I should have stayed the way I was doing it. Rinse this real quick. There's no air stone on that. Man, this water. Gotta be careful. It is like super cold. Getting air out of that? Barely. Clean the other one and then we'll work with this pothos stuff. This thing's getting pretty crazy. Good. Sorry, it's real tight in this corner, man. So you gotta bear with me. Gotta try and get that other mop or the sponge. Ugh, it's stuck. The tray. I'll let there. All right, I might have to move you guys out to get in there because it's super tight over here. Oh my god. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, that one's just needed to be adjusted. Okay, cool. That works. Get the sponge. The other one just needs to be like this. Ooh. Spongy, spongy. Okay. That's rinsed, rinsed, rinsed. Ah! Kicked you. Didn't mean to kick you. This is at such a weird angle. Alright, that definitely did work. Weird in here. Wow. Actually, I can pick this all up. Coming off like a carpet.
Select Pet said, is Prime supposed to hiss when you open the bottle? Can't remember it ever doing that before.
I don't know, did you shake it up? I mean, that might do it. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if hissing Prime is a good thing. You guys cannot see what I'm pulling out here, but it's wild. Like a sheet coming off all at once. Wet paper. I can pull off Blackbeard, I'm going to pull off Blackbeard. I think I had an issue with Blackbeard for, well, the day I made it. I don't know, I guess I used a lot of aquarium or pond safe foam for like the cave structure, and shocker, foam likes to float. So I didn't have enough weight to keep the cave down. And the only thing I had was a bunch of dragonstone that was covered in blackberry algae. So that's what I did. Threw it in. I basically started the tank filled with blackberry algae. Kind of nuts. Alright, needed to fix the other stone. So rinse this off of my hands. Pull you guys back a sec so I can get underneath. Try and figure out which way. Here. I'm just gonna put you down here so you can look at the fish tank for a minute. There's really no other way to do it. Crap, I forget. Which one is which? Yeah, hang on. I gotta take my headset off because I gotta crawl behind this. I'll be right back. Alright, I can't reach it. Let me see if I can get a step ladder and maybe go up and over. Holy cow, man. Doesn't help that I jammed in a whole bunch of stuff in this corner now. So I think it's very hard to get to that valve. Probably go this way though. Yes, this works. I should have did it in the first place. Problem is I don't know which one it is. Oh! You can hear it. Definitely one of the issues. There we go. There we go. Oh no! Knock the light over. Heck. It's gone from good to bad, man. Got that work, but I knocked the light off, and now I can't get the stupid nut back on. It's kind of like hanging here. So like, what the heck is going on here? Good enough. Holy cow, that sucked. That was not easy. All right. Bear with me. Okay. Chooching. Chooching. Water changed. Fill it up. Should do. Clean this lid. Since we're here, clean this lid. Ouch. Nothing's easy. Nothing is ever easy. It's not true. It's always easy around here. That's why it's called the Easy Street. Everything is always easy, and it goes right the first time. Just clean this lid. Good once over. Get all that slime off of it so that the light can get through a little bit better. Probably going to furt this tank too because it's been a while. Alright. That's good on that. Sorry. Camera's like in a bad spot. Cool. This lid. That one's not bad at all. I'm gonna bother with it. Okay, let's fill it up. Dun dun. Whoa. Like I said, it's real tight in this corner. It's kind of like we're it's like the utility corner of the fish room. I got my worms here. I got black worms, white worms, grindle worms, brine, baby brine, salt. It's a whole mess up here. Close up. Let me give me a dose of the good stuff.
Daniel Velez said one of Edie's ancient obelisks would look cool in that tank.
Who? Eds. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. That would be kind of cool. We are like way too tilted up there. There we go. Alright, well, that's going to cook. The other tank is slowly filling up. Actually, I think the water's draining now. So, as this fills up, I'm going to go back to making a couple mops. See if we can finish this. Oh! Pick up these little pieces of string I got laying all over the place while we're waiting. Okay, cool. This string there to do anything with, so I might as well just toss it. Okay, there's the brown. We'll work with that next. So I'm going to turn this light to auto mode because I always forget to do that. And like, come back and why is this light on all night long? Because I forgot to turn it off. Put them on manual mode when they change. Usually they don't come on at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think we did adjust the light schedule on that, didn't we? Oh, I'm going to sneeze. There's going to be a puppy that's going to try and kill me. Oh, I don't know. It looks so hot, buddy. Oh, yeah. One bed, it doesn't look good. That's the one with the swim bladder problem. Oh. All right. Big Steve's Glass Boxes. Good morning. Getting ready for the Fish Club meeting. Chris Biggs is our speaker today. Oh, that's cool. Right on. Wizzle, what's going on, man? Bipolar Fish Keeper, what's up, dude? I have not been paying attention to chat, so apologize. That's cool, man. Oh, it's Biggs. Yeah. Is he from Canada? Canadian? Is that who I'm thinking of? Well, I avoided the sneeze. Thank God. Yes. See a big yes. That's cool. The Matt Aquarius, isn't that him? No. Yes. That's him, right? Matt Aquarius. I see him on Instagram. Am I thinking of the right person? I think I am. Alright, this is going to be full powder on the lid here. Let's pop those to the side a little bit. Yep. Alright, that's there we go. Athos has been stored to its position. That can stay there. This can go there. Alright. Let's finish making these mops. I'm going to move you guys. Got water moving again. Everything is good. Air moving, I mean. Could be better. Got water spots all over the place. It's a mess from crawling around. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. Here's the new yarn. Set that there. No. This. Oh, we need a string. On my lap. Get it through. The little yellow nut. Oh, I didn't show you what these are. I'll show you in a sec. Like a kid's toy, basically. I mean, I'm sure you could use something as long as it's non-toxic, waterproof, whatever you, yeah. Probably use whatever you wanted. Plastic. I've had this ABBA song stuck in my head for days now. I don't know why.
Cora Work said, what's your favourite colour for spawning mop? And does it affect fertilisation rates?
See, that's a good question, man. And honestly, I don't know. Because, like, my fertilization rates seem to kind of vary no matter what mop I'm using, right? I don't know. Very inconsistent on a lot of things. So there's a lot of variables. So I don't know how to answer that, but it is a good question. And I've been asked it more than once. So it would be cool. You'd have to set up some sort of experiment, you know what I mean? Kind of figure it out. But honestly, I don't know if it really matters much to them. Because I do use both. Yeah, I'm sure there's brown roots out there, or green roots. Try this again. Four, 5. Let's count an extra 10.
Select Pets said we need an experiment testing productivity of different colour mops.
We do. So how do you think you would test that? I mean, obviously you'd have to have same species of fish, 2 different tanks, or you could probably put them in, you know what? That might be a better option. Put them all in the same tank and see which one they choose, right? Then you'd have to count eggs. There's got to be a better way to cut this. Probably hold double scissors. Not that. You change your mind, I'll be first in line. Chance on me. Excuse me. Holy cow. Whoops. Sorry, not in there. Ooh. Man, it just stuck in my throat. Alright, cool. That one's done. Whatever, man, whatever. Live with it. Not like anybody's using these but me. I mean, I feel like these are pretty secure. Like, I actually kind of. I mean, I've been using them for a while. It's 4. Right. Make a couple more, and I think we're gonna be done with that. That was it. I should probably so we can actually see it. Put it down there. Whoops. Shirley, you made it back. That long enough? That one might have been. No. Alright, I'm tired of doing this backwards. I'm going to go back to the way I was doing it. Which is backwards. But not to me. Whoa.
Select Pet said sorry is the flotation part just a cork.
Yeah.
Do you find that's the best method?
It seems to work. I mean, they never get truly waterlogged. I had, show you. I've had these mops that I made. I made a bunch of them for spawning the Celebes rainbows out in the summer in the tub, and I kept those mops in the tub all summer long. The cork did kind of get a little like, almost kind of like an alligator skin feel to it, but it never stopped floating. This string is going to be hard. I guess we'll find out. Uh-oh. Somebody's here. Good morning, Fishymon. Alright, we're going to do it this way.
Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion.
And it's 50. And good morning, Fishymon. Okay. Oh, we're going to try this. Get in there. Should have tried it. This. There we go. Go to this one. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Yep, that works. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da. I don't even need to trim that one. Perfect. We got 5 now. Now I have 5 tanks to put them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do the Celebes, that's 5.
Fishymon64 said I had your stream on, but I fell asleep and I woke up and the TV was off. We lost power.
Oh no. Well, luckily I
Select
haven't
Pet
yet.
said, do you source corks that size locally?
I
The ones I use are much smaller. I like yours.
I got them off of. I bought a bag of them off of Amazon. I don't remember exactly, but they were just like champagne corks. Worked out. Yeah, they're pretty big. And they're actually, I mean, random. I don't know if they actually got them from. I don't know where they get them from, but they all have different kind of like names and stuff on them. Like this one says Alta V. This one says Fog 7. Rexon. I have no idea. Yeah, so this one has a big T on it. I don't know where they got them. But yeah, they kind of worked out for me. I don't remember, they weren't even that expensive. Yeah, but these are basically champagne corks.
Fishyman64 said good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Shimon 64. We're almost done with this. There we go. Cool. Benoxky, good morning.
Congratulations. Tantale fisherman hangs a harsamaat and undersarad eat 4 on the membership milestone.
What on earth
Fisherman 64
is happening?
has been an extraordinary aquarist for 17 months.
I'm gonna have to fix that bot because apparently it cannot read that. But congrats on your membership. But what the heck? Weird. I think it was speaking in tongues. Again. You want an extra one? Honestly, I probably should save myself a little bit of hassle. Make it more toward the edge.
Select Pet said it said out so chwatuachu tiwana.
Oh, yeah? That's exactly what I heard too. Fisherman to break the bot. Leave it to Fishyman. I'm trying not to try this. There we go. Hey, I should have done that from the start. Imagine that. Thinking ahead. Two. Bada bing, bada boom. Trim off the excess. Whoops. Good to go. Getting overdrive now. Only got 2 more to make. And then good. Get the nut. And let's see, I already have red mops. I already have, well, these are the yellow. I already have green. I already have blue. So the only thing I need would be purple. Oh. So, one of these mops. We'll have to make some more, but on stream. The heck? Stuck.
Select Pet said trimming the excess. Is that like mop circumcision?
Yes. Exactly. It's like
Fisherman 64 said,
it's
I
giving your.
hope the power comes back soon.
Oh,
My
you're
fish tanks will get cold.
still. Oh wow. Yeah, that does suck, dude. That's that's actually a huge concern, man. I really need a backup plan for if power goes out. Yeah, if those solar battery backups or whatever, or not even solar, just battery backups would probably be the best way. Battery generators or solar generators, I think is what. Essentially, it's just a big battery that gets charged. I don't know. I gotta look into that. Wasn't it? Bionic Bigfoot. He's got something like that, right? Got a little backup system. Anybody else? That's interesting. Yeah, that's a huge concern because up here in the Northeast, it gets cold. It's like supposed to be a high of like 30 something today, 34 I think, or something like that. So not warm. If that heat stays out long enough, tanks will drop. Now, those things you can do to mitigate it. Was it Ed? China Good had a stream on that once. How you make like a little radiant candle thing out of a terracotta pot. That was actually a pretty good idea. Like that. Some basic heat in the room. Not much, but hopefully keep dying.
Whip's World said, hiya, beautiful people. Let's get tanked.
She got real excited over that whip. Good morning. All right, let's try this again. An 880 watt generator can run a 75 gallon for 2.5 hours. Really? 800? Is it like a battery? Like a, what do you call them? What's happening here? Trying to keep comments and just gotta chew through it. Wow, I can't cut this. Why? Tight. This is not the ideal way. So I lost a string. That back. This one's a mess. Oh, this one did not. This one was less than ideal. Okay, I'm gonna try and save it.
Whip's World said I didn't get a notification, and I was nearly ready to send a message asking if you were taking the day off. But then I looked on the old homepage, and there you was.
Here I am. Well, at least you made it, dude. We're still here. So, 880 watt. Did Chris answer me? Can run the refrigerator for about 8 hours on a 1K solar watt battery. Yeah, okay. So the 800. Wait. So we only do 2 hours in a fish tank? Were you running filters and everything? How many watts is that pulling, dude? Seems like a lot. Only 2.5 hours for 800-watt generator. It seems like on the low side to me, man. I feel like should be able to do better. All right, we save this. The other side? I did. Trim off the excess. Okay. One more. And then we're done. So, I actually run the tests with solar batteries to make sure we have terrible winters from here time to time. Yeah, no, that's cool. So you have a 1,000-watt solar battery, whatever generator, and an 880-watt generator. But it'll run the fridge for 8 hours on
Chris's
1,000 watts.
Aquazone said correction. It was 280 watt, not 880
Oh,
watt on the
okay.
aquarium with heater, air pump and canister filter.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was going to say 800 watts, and it only ran for 2 hours, man. I think there's something wrong. And I'm guessing those are like hours or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so 200 watts, 2 hours. But the 1,000-watt one should probably run it for about 8 hours then, right? I can't imagine it's pulling more power than in the refrigerator. Impressive, you know? Seemed to take a lot of juice. Stuck.
KJE Aquatics said hello, Jason.
Yo, good morning. How you doing, man? Joining us. Just making some mops real quick, man. This one's long. By hand. Oops. Got it. Okay. Now, get in there. I think I should try do what I was gonna do. I gotta keep this to one side. I'm gonna try and keep it.
Fishyman64 said, Keith buddy, how's it going?
It's 50 in my book. It's upside down. Part. I wrap that in there. That's a grab now. Better scissors for this, man. Something.
Whip's World said, I'm not judging you, and I know this isn't a competition. But Latoya from Lake Two Land had about 5 of those made in the time it's taken you to wrap yarn around that book. Not saying, just saying.
Just saying. Not saying, but I'm saying. You know what, Whip? Let me see you do it, huh? Hmm? Mister. Talk some smack. Let's see you making no mops. Done. Well, maybe I have to. Does she make the mops of the quality that I'm making? Look at that. Color coded. Permanent. That's right there. We're done. Look at that. I made 8 mops. 8 yellow mops. What do you got? What do you got, Whip? You got no mops. Slow. See how it is. Alright. Mops are done. Let's put everything away. This is all junk. I'll show you what these are in a sec. Mix them up. Put the needle.
KJE Aquatic said nice job.
Thanks. Thanks, man. See? That's how you're supposed to respond, Whip. Come in here swinging. I swear. Sunday morning. Alright. This can go all back to... Oh, my back. It's sitting too long. Oh. I have a trusty little bag that I stick all these little pieces in. That can go in here. This can go in here. Keep the scissor out. I'll use it for a whole bunch of other things.
Fishroom said, okay, now we need babies. Primo mops.
Alright. Primo mops.
Fishyman64 said, amen, the power is back.
Nice. Cool. Alright, let me show you what I have with these things. Where I got these things. Here's what I have. Perler beads. See, they are called perler beads. Got a whole bunch of colors. Actually, while I'm here, and I have that in my hand, I'm going to grab out a bunch of purple ones. Stick them in this bag. Figure 8 mops is good, that way I can, you know, a little excess. I'd rather have extra than that. Purple, so you can make a little girl, make a heart. Whoops, I'm throwing bees on the floor. Dude, and a dog. There's all sorts of, there was like a freestyle one that you could use. Is there purple? There's light purple. Dark purple? Yes. Have it. Five, 6. Extra in case I use them.
Fishcapade said hello all.
Oh, you made it. Good morning. That's probably enough. All right, cool. Now that'll be there for the next ones. Might take that to work with me one of these days. Something to do. All right, so pearl beads. I'm sure you could use whatever you want, but that was like, I mean, I've had this laying around since my son was like a youngin'. All right, let's wrap that back up. Put that over here. All right, mops, they're done. So, guys, go with this. This is getting a little out of hand with algae. But if I was going to do the swap on the mops every week, and I just made the yellow mops, red mops are currently in there and been in there a week. Might be time to swap the mops and see that this whole process is going to work. Ah, that's better. Cool. Sorry about that, but so, oops, there's another bead I dropped. There we go. Whoa. Whoa. Actually, what I should do is take 4 of these. Hang on. Hang on.
Fishcapade said, keeping you on your toes. Jason.
That's right. That's right. I am going to pause the pump. We're going to let everything back drain. I gotta get a step ladder. Sip of coffee. Ah, yes. All right. Whoa. Just trying to catch up on chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything important. But I have a feeling you would tell me if I was. Okay. I'm on still on that too. Woke up to a fresh batch of king tigers this morning. Really cool. That is cool. It's always a good thing, right? Alright, this tank is currently draining, or whatever. Sump is, everything is settling, let's put it that way. Cool. Cool. I didn't do a water change, but I did top it off, so that was a little, so we might have to do a change. Well, we probably will. Let's get this out of this air algae growing in here. Notice that there's some algae taking over a little bit. There's hair algae everywhere. We put the babies in here last week, remember? From that other colony I had. Seem to be doing okay. The red mop. Let me pull this out. Take a look. Sure go. Probably be easy. Just took the lid. Why make it easy? I'll take the lid off because I can't get the top. That's the one thing that will make this tank overflow, is if this gets clogged. I used to have a sponge in this, but I don't anymore. There we go. Anubius is not looking so hot. I also did trim that the other day. We'll work on this tank a bit. First, I want to see if there's any mops or any eggs in this mop. Pull it in the light. Oh yeah. Maybe an egg or two. I saw one. One. I don't know. Oh yeah, I definitely see a couple eggs. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to put this in here. This is the red mop. Normally we would pull a mop out. Leave it in there. Since we're here looking at this, should set up the camera real quick. How's that doing? We draining? We are draining.
Fishcapade said, Jason,
Yes.
Do you find the fish still use the mop mostly when you have a bunch of plants too?
See, I don't know, because I was having a problem with the Luminatus, right, originally. Because there was a lot of guppy grass in that tank, and I was getting like no eggs in the mop. So, I don't know. I think it might actually hinder them using the mop because they're just spawning on the guppy grass probably. Or whatever. So I did take that guppy grass out of that tank. Try and combat that. But, I mean, I don't know. I think they're just going to spawn wherever they want to spawn. And the mop is convenient. Let's see if we can... Babies. So I just set that camera up. I'm going to get this lid off. I find my clicker. I'm going to check the babies. This is the Gertrude tank. Just put the mop in here. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Well, this might be a good time to change water. Algae out of here. I do try to keep these on the softer side.
Fishcapade said Jason is the new wave maker still going strong.
Yes. I was looking at that this morning. Take a look at it. Don't let me forget. Okay. Gonna do a water change. Should probably... I was trying to keep it softer to help with egg hatching. But I don't know. Don't know if that's... I guess it probably does help. That's what... was it Richard Reynolds that was telling me that's what he does? I think it was. Basically, he just puts them in RO water for a bucket of RO water with an air stone or something. Lets them hatch out. But I'm not sure what his tank water is like. Algae. See there. No. Got a little Anubias or Crypt in here. I was kind of rehabbing. These are doing pretty good. I'll test the TDS in here. It's probably good. There, I guess we're probably going to do some more tanks. Alright, let me see TDS. Mopville. I'm taking escape. Thanks. Probably a little bit. What does this say? 198. It's about 200 TDS. Put a little tap in there, and then we'll top it with some RO. I think that would be probably pretty good. Actually, kind of curious how much that changed. The water. The water. Whoa. Whoa. $270. Raised it almost like, what, 70 points? 75 points? Something like that. And if I had a jug of Oro, that one's empty. Should probably be back to 200-ish. But my tap is like 4 or something, so, or 380 or 400, real close to 400.
Fishcapade said Eduardo.
Are you just saying that, or is he here? Eduardo. Oh. All right, let's start filling that jug. Well, let's see where this is at. Trusty TDS meter.
Andy
194.
Carson
Right
said
around 200.
spawning in softer water will help fertilization because the minerals in the water won't clog the pores in the eggs as
Yeah.
fast.
That's what
Hatching in soft water helps with making breaking out of the shells.
yeah, that's kind of why I started doing it. Because I was noticing that there was like, I was having horrible hatch rates. Like I would have moss with a ton of eggs. There was like, I was actually counting eggs at some point. I'd put like 20 eggs in and I would have like 3 fry. So I'm like, all right, something's going on here. That's done. This is the cyanodorsalis tank. And there was a fry in here. Still is. Where you at, buddy? Oh, there you are. See him? See him from the top better. Corner. He's definitely not liking that light. Try not to freak him out too much. He's just a little guy, though.
Whipsworld said, is it smart to hatch out fry in water that has different parameters than the water you plan on keeping them in?
Man.
For example, new guppy adults will often die on me, but the babies are rock solid.
Yeah, I mean, there's debate. I think, well, I've been trying when I did notice that one time I did take the fry out of here and I just dropped them in a tank, and I don't think they made it. Oh, I forgot to turn the filter back on. 75. Go. Good? No, we're not good. There we go. Little percussive maintenance. Okay. Yeah, well, like I said, I think we were just discussing it. It's better for hatch rates, but you probably will need to like acclimate them to the new water. And it's not like this is not, it's just not as, I am using tap water in here, right? But I'm cutting it to make it a little thinner. So it's not like the parameters are way out of whack. I understand it's different, but you can acclimate them easier, I think. Like I just kept taking like, what is it, those, I would take like 3 of these out of the specimen container, shoot it off to wherever, and then I'd take the tank water and put it in. Keep doing that over, of course, a couple hours. I think that was enough to get them kind of like slightly acclimated. All right, let's test this water. I have a feeling this one's going to be higher in TDS because every time I put the mop in here, it's filled with salt. Actually, it's really low, 130. Blinking light. Times. Oh, hang on. I am right. This is 130 times 10, so this is 1,300. This is off the chart. Interesting. Interesting. We're gonna do a little bit of a water change here. Huh. I think maybe that makes sense though, because salt water is very, like, I don't necessarily think that, it's kind of hard to tell. Salt water sends that
Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said I keep all my fish in soft water. If the fish don't like it, they don't get to live here.
There you go. It would be very hard for me to do that on all my tanks. Well, I would have to run the RO quite a bit. But I am going to try and soften this a little bit. I think this may be part of the reason I'm not getting hatch rates out of these. Like, I had one fry in all these mops. Right? Probably because the TDSs are over 1,000. Get too much out of here. But like I said, I pull a salt mop out of there. Maybe I should, on this tank, take the eggs out of the mop. And
Whip's World said, yeah. What Andy Carson said makes sense too.
yeah.
Also, Eduardo. Just because.
Just cause. Why not? Alright.
Andy Carson said, Whip. The issues with guppies has started to be more because the guppies have been line bred for too many generations. The adults are fragile.
There's a lot of that, man. Creating bloodlines. They're weak.
LDH Aquatics said same here, but with hard water.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm
I was
at.
getting RO from Richard or buying it, but I got sick of that.
Yeah, well, that's when you buy your own RO system, right? Kind of make your own water. That was one of the better investments I made, was an RO system. Now, these guys.
Fishcapade said, everyone, I have a very important announcement.
Uh-oh.
Eduardo.
Oh, Eduardo. I'm hoping you're hearing this. LDH Aquatics, man. Yeah, I got hard water. I'm in the same boat as you. But I do have RO for like the brackish and the saltwater and doing stuff like this project. Look at this. An area. That, man. Oh, and I did find a better video of my planaria. Not on this thing, but you can see that?
Cora Work said, Eduardo, come back to us, buddy.
All right, let's see. Are we under 1,000? Probably not. Yep, 947. Under 1,000. I didn't know it went above 1,000 in this thing. That's kind of cool. Okay. Well, let me take a look at the mop. It's in their tank. I don't know, maybe I should pick eggs out of this. Oh, I see eggs in this.
Andy
mop,
Carson said maybe this will get him summoned. Eduardo!
There you go. All right. There's a... Let's see where my thumb is. There's an egg right there. Now, should I put this mop in there? When I put the mop in there, it's just going to make it salty again. I wonder... I should test the salinity. See if it's anywhere near... Maybe I should pull the eggs out, right? If I do that... I don't know if I'm set up for that. So maybe I should do... Oh, that's what I should do. Should do that. Set this up.
Aquatic Moose said,
Pass-through
Eduardo.
The pass-through system I should set up on this and just run RO in here. Let's see, man. I don't know. I'm going to put the mop in there. I don't know what to do about that. That's actually... I'm growing them in... Like, the main colony is in brackish water. And I've been trying to hatch them in fresh water Because I kind of do want to start a colony of these guys in freshwater.
LDH Aquatics said FYI, it's Nathan Hovey.
Ah.
IDK if you knew that or not.
I did not know that, but now I do.
Fishcapade said you're welcome, Jason, for the Edouard.
Thanks. Yeah. All right. Let me let's move on. I might have to add more water to this later. I don't know. I got to think about this. Oh. So much hate. Sorry, buddy. Made your whole world upside down. There we go. Let's move this out the way. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm all sidetracked. I don't know why it's spacing to speak. It might be your phone that does that, because sometimes
Cora
mine
Work
does that
said,
too.
does it work backwards? Ooh!
No, it doesn't. Alright, well, while we're here dealing with mops, let's just finish this, and then we can finish that fish tank. These are the fricattas. Last week, we put a bunch of them in here. Yeah, I mean, I put a mop in here that had a bunch of eggs in it. Oh, what did it do? Let's see if we got any babies. Closer. Oh, yeah. See one fry right there. Anybody else? Let's see from the front. Yep, there's at least one dude in here. That's cool. Oh, there's two. Let's see two fry. Cool. Alright, well, they're hatching. So, I guess let me do this. See where this TDS is at. Oh. $180. Not bad.
LDH Aquatics said, yeah, I changed it a few weeks ago and went with Eric Wyrock's name for me. Lovey-dovey hovey. I figured I'm listed it on FFL, so why not?
Nice. That's funny. Lovey-dovey hovey. That's funny. Alright, in this tank is where Luminatus eggs go. I haven't seen any fry in this one in a while. Still nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Alright, what's the TDS in this one? $214. Okay. So TDS are staying pretty good. Ooh! Let me
Whip's World said, I know you've talked about this before. Probably answered it 47 times. But how many tanks are you running? Did you see just one more fish's setup? 170 tanks with 6 more racks coming.
Jeez, man.
Woof-ta!
Yeah. I think I'm 30, 35, I think, if you include the ones that are set up but don't have fish in them yet. Or had fish, but now they don't. Or got moved or whatever. Yeah, 30, I think 30 like up and running actual
Cora
tanks.
Work said I thought it was pronounced
potential.
the French way. Love dove hove.
Lovey dovey hovey. Nice. Take some water out. I'm going to add some tap water, and then I'm going to do some RO. Kind of what I've been doing. Just trying to stir it up a little bit, like makes us mold and stuff. 100%. I'm gonna slid back over here. But we gotta make sure we don't get any fry in here. Whoops. So I like to make sure we get it down in the bottom here, because those fry hang out at the top like all the time. Before I even let the water in. Do this in a tank where I know there's fry. Don't kill the fry method. Just kind of suck up mold on the bottom here. Don't want to suck up that algae though. Moss. Sorry. I got some strands of moss in here. Got them from Crypt Keeper, gave them to me. Flash. One of them's doing really good. This one's kind of. I think it's just trying to take hold. Probably pretty good. Yeah, there goes the moss again. Out of there. And this tank down here is what I was hatching kind of by accident, the Dakas. There was fry in here. I don't think you're going to see anything else in here because I have not added anything. And those fry hatched and grew up and they're now with the colony. So just going to do a water change. Maybe we'll use that tank for the palms, celebes. Some of them breeding again.
Aquatic Moose said coffee for brekkie.
Coffee for brekkie. With the how do I lose a TDS meter when I haven't even moved? Did I move? What did I do with it? Hang on a minute. Water change real quick. Okay. No grandpa snails in the hood tube. Anyway. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Oh, it's in my pocket. Okay. That's why I couldn't find it. Back button. Let me turn this off. Let me. I'm going to test the TDS in the bottom one too. You can see where I'm actually working. This tank. These are all 5 gallons, by the way. 900. Wait. 186. Okay. So I read it the right way. I'm like 900.
Whip's World said even 35 is too many for me. I
30.
struggle to keep up with the 12 I have.
You do. I mean, your
Although
12
I
are
do
big
plan
tanks.
on adding a 90 and a 75 rack for grow-out purposes.
See?
So 14, I guess.
You also have big volume tanks too. That's a little different, man. It takes more time, I think. So everything, yeah. I just need to top those off with some RO, but the RO is brewing.
Aquatic Moose said, what is the ideal TDS for a cup of joe?
0. 0 TDS, and then whatever the coffee makes it. You want pure water for your coffee. And here's one of the jugs I just filled. And I'm going to. In case you don't know, I have like this little racing funnel. God, this stupid lid. I want to kill it. It's like not big enough for the tank, right? So it'll fall in all the time, unless I have it like janky. You see how I have it like staggered? That's how I got to keep it so it doesn't fall in the stupid tank all the time. It's too much. Come on. Oh, man. Come on. This is annoying. I blame Patty. These are her lids. I think she cursed me. She's probably laughing about it. This is the
Cora
easiest way to
Wirt
add
said
water to
it's
this
all
tank.
janky and jacked up, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Janky.
I think this bot is becoming sentient. Jane. Alright. That's that. Let's back over there and fill it back up. Couple more to do. But yeah, while we're waiting for that.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said I think you could 3 days print a fix for that lid.
I already have a fix for those lids, actually. Well, no, because these are rimless. But, yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Yeah. Good 3D print fix for come to think of it. Oh, I didn't do the Luminatus. Eggs. Pull the eggs out of here. Here's one of those mops I was talking about that are red that have been faded to orange. Actually, it's almost yellow now. I should probably just toss this one. This is one of the mops I had in the tub over summer. Snail. Out of there. But you kind of see that the cork definitely is degraded a little. Okay, even the yarn is kind of bleached from the sun, but it was out there all summer, so that's what that did. This mop might get retired after. It's a white egg. I'm not going to leave that in there. Ooh, there is an egg. Worst part about the eggs, man, they stick to everything. Cool. There's at least 1, 2. All right. Here. Get some more on. All right, top these all off with RO, and that should be good. The only mop I got to pull out is the frittata mop. Forgot about it. It has like grass like hanging at the top. I don't know what to do.
Whip's World said serious question. Why do we measure for TDS when the test doesn't tell us what the solids are?
Yep.
In the 40-ish years I've been keeping fish, I've never understood what it was we're looking for.
All right. The way I see TDS is it's just like a snapshot of all the potential stuff that's in your water, right? Like I don't use it for anything other than diagnosing that, like, hey, there's a lot of junk in this water, right? A lot of TDS is what, calcium, magnesium. What's the other one? There's a lot of eggs in this mop. These guys spawn like crazy all the time. All the time. These frittatas, they're like prolific. It's cool though. Yeah, it's just an idea that, like, hey, there's a lot of stuff suspended in that water column, right? You don't know what it is. Could be anything like this. The salt in this water is probably thrown that TDS meter like through the roof. Probably not even accurate, but it's just an idea that, hey, you got a lot of salt in your water. A lot of something is in your column. That's it. That's all I really use it for. It's kind of like an idea of I think you kind of tie it to hardness, I think, because it measures what's in the water that makes it hard. A lot of it. not I wouldn't say you could tie it directly to hardness, but all it is doing is saying, hey, you got a bunch of stuff in your water column, or hey, you have nothing in your water. Very little. So I guess that's the only thing I really use it for. Kind of give me an idea, like, hey, you got junk in your water. Why is that? Oh, the shark one pumps is not working. Jump started. Ooh, and this is about to fill up. I should probably start that too. But let's reset this real quick. This time it's this pump. Yep, that's all I needed. So I don't know what happens, man. I think sometimes the power blinks and it just doesn't kick back on. This has been flowing this whole time, trickling in, getting to a point where it's almost time to pump it on. Plug it in this case. We're going to have it off. It's been at least an hour, man, right? It's been a while. We're rolling at about 3 gallons an hour. I think. I haven't turned it on yet. Whoops. That bucket. It's filling up.
LDH Aquatics said, what does it mean when an Amazon sword throws a spike? Do they flower? Or is that sending out new plants?
I don't really know much about swords, honestly. Amazons. I think that's probably a sign it's probably going to spread. I don't know if they flower, do they? I'm not sure. I have no idea. It's probably a good sign, though, honestly. All right, where is the clicker? Clicker. Back over here. I was going to do some maintenance on this tank because it's looking kind of grim at the moment.
Aquatic Moose said, how much whips would a whips chuck if a whips chuck could chuck whips?
A lot.
Andy Carson said, back in college, we only used testing TDS before spawning or when fertilized eggs with milk previously collected, like with northern or with trout.
Yeah, okay. What's the reason that you do it? I mean, is it the same kind of idea? It's just like a snapshot to kind of see, like, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of how I always looked at it. I didn't really use it as like a gospel or anything. That's just things can throw TDS meters off too. All it is measuring like resistance of electricity through the water column, and that correlates to what's in the water column. Oh, I see it. That's what I'm gonna do. Got another jug. Yeah. When you guys look at that tank, I'm gonna fill this other one back up. Try.
Whip's World said makes sense. Especially for you folks who don't have whip water, where you can physically see junk floating in the tap water. Also, Nathan, could it be a leaf that hasn't unfolded yet?
Is that the sword?
Andy Carson said we would want low TDS to get higher fertilization rates.
Yeah, right. Because that calcium, locks in the eggs and makes it harder. Makes the shell harder, right? And then they can't bust out. Yeah. I understand. Let's put this back in there. RO. Just letting the RO jugs run. Okay. Well, what I should do is I forget again. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Take the RO. Rinse, rinse. Hard water stains. I'm pretty much due to change the filters on these RO systems too. At least the DI part. Probably, I think that one seems to go quicker than the rest. The deionizing resin, and then that starts adding TDSs because it's not catching the free ions. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Like
Jen
this.
Yu said, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm lurking while cooking.
Right on, Jen. Thanks for being here. This I'm just going to pinch right off. Same with this one. Try and do it down the base. This one's looking pretty grim too. I don't know why they're
Andy
all melting
Carson
at the
said
tips.
more for the milk to be able to get into the egg before the minerals in the water would clog up the pores in the eggs.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this one.
LDH Aquatics said no, it's definitely not a leaf. Per Google, they do flower, then produce seeds that go on to create more plants.
Well,
First time I've ever had it happen.
I can see it flowering underwater, but I don't think you're ever going to get seeds. I think that's when they emerge. That's how that happens. But, yeah, that's cool. Look at this, man. Like, these tips are melting. What's going on here? Seem to be grading. Look at these, like, pinholes everywhere. So. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. Trim these. Starting to get some Blackbeard. Coming back. I've been neglecting. I've been staying up on the water changes, that's pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, wow, I see one dead leaf in there. I think that's part of the problem. Some of these leaves are dying. I did, when I did split the plant up, right, so that might be just trying to recover from that.
That's lovely, that is.
You know what I mean? Like I did, plant was getting out of control, so I kind of cut it up into 3 or 4 plants. Well, I took the 2 plants and I think I made 4 plants out of them. So it just might be them recovering from that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But one thing is for sure, we're gonna do a little maintenance on this tank. And it's also tied into this one. They're both on the same system. And this one definitely has some algae issues.
Whips World said, there's nothing better to start your day with than a little coffee in your vodka. Good stuff.
There you go.
Crazy 4 Seahorses said, hey there, Kayano Onana Kayano Onana.
What's going on, man? Look at all this black. This is like a mix of Blackbeard and hair algae down here. I think this might be some of the problem. So we are gonna pull out again. This might take a minute. Oh yeah. Try and get the free floating stuff, man. One thing is interesting is I started getting hair algae instead of green hair algae instead of Blackbeard. So something's changing in this tank. Stick out. He's covered. This is all just kind of like laying on the ground. It's insane. Wads of algae. Very therapeutic though. See it like weaving back and forth over there. The sheer insanity.
Crazy Four Seahorses said, can't do coffee in your vodka. White Russian ain't that bad.
Is that Kahlua? Vodka? Just yeah, vodka and cream, right? Caucasians. I'm gonna be doing this for hours. Pulling wads out every single time. So maybe you know, look at the light. Time this light is on. This is trying to think of the name. Light. Not a flue bowl. It's the one that's like you can't do anything with, but it's like standard tank light. Oh my god, it's coming back. Finnex. Finnex 24/7, I believe, is what the light is. On that tank, that tank, and this tank. No, I actually think that one's got a small. No, that one's got a different light. But these are all Finnex. These lights right here. Yeah, Finnex. Tell me the model number? Probably, but I can't see. So I might need to adjust that. I did at one point have them up here tied, but the problem with that is it created so much glare that you couldn't even see, like, I mean, it's not so bad when you're in the room looking at the fish tank, but if you're trying to show it on camera, no, forget it. There's nothing but glare everywhere because there's so much scattered light. Sponge. Yep, the pump's back on. Let's just kill it. It's one of the problems. It only stops for 15 minutes. Or 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, like, we're running out of time here. Should we look at this one? Just kind of want to clean this tank up. Clean the sponge. Okay. Put that back. So where is lots of algae off of here? days if I just keep doing this. Especially over in this corner. Holy cow, is it like crazy?
Crazy Four Seahorses said you could mount them in gutters, so you get a bit more spread without glare, but the lead get then slightly warmer.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Like a, I guess it's kind of like diffusing or but directing it. That's the word. Yeah, I don't know. I think what I just need to do is cut down the time to look at it. I'll look at it in a sec here. But let's clean the glass. I think the easiest way to do that is gonna be scraper. I don't know where that went. I had a plastic razor blade around here. What happened to that? Which is very odd. Gotta kick this. For the Celebes. Kick it on real quick. It's 3 gallons. So yeah, the siphon did stay. Just started draining. Yeah, I don't know where that is. What the heck? How do I lose that? I'll tell you how I lose it, because place is an unorganized mess. That's why. Is it over here? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's just hiding from me. Couldn't see it. But this is the plastic razor blade. It's just essentially a razor blade made out of plastic. So it doesn't rust, and it's actually kind of convenient. It does work. I mean, a regular razor blade probably works better, but this is doing the job. A lot of green spot algae I've been getting in this tank lately, so something's definitely different. Gonna do water change. Seeing these glasses, Jesus. I'm trying to focus and it's making me like blurry. Whoa. This keeps trying to float. Roots, the roots, oh, I did pull it up. Oops. Alright, whatever. Good enough. Get out of that. Stop it. Be doing it forever. Okay. That's that. Let's go up here. Clean this glass. And then we'll water change. And put mops in all the new tanks. All the tanks. The new mops in the tanks. A little bit of green spot here, but bad as it was in the other tank. Watch out, little guy. I cannot focus close. I mean, these are supposed to be bifocals, but I can't get the angle of the dangle. This is a hard angle to get at to begin with, because tank. Leaf. And there before it rots. I need to fertilize. Well, I'm going to fertilize this tank, but these Anubias are water column feeders, correct?
Aquatic Moose said correct.
Nice. Yeah. Adding stuff to the water column would probably help. The root tabs might help on the Anubias, or the Crips. Yeah, I mean, look at this. What are these pinholes everywhere? Probably from lack of nutrients, right? Let's see. I will, water change. He's out of here.
LDH Aquatic said, are those the hurts from Richard? They seem to be doing okay for you.
The hurts? What? Hurts from Richard. I'm confused by that. What is that? I'm trying to think if Richard ever gave me anything. Did he? He might have. Did he? I know I sent him eggs, but none of them survived. It was also in like the height of summer too, so I think they might have just gotten too hot. I'll have to do that again. I don't think he sent me anything though. I don't think I asked for anything. I don't remember, dude. Are those the hurts? What is a hurt? I'm confused. I'm confused, dude. Let's switch over to jokes. Make sure we're still filling. And now we have to drain. All right. Water change. Snail. And then make sure this stays off. Oh, it just kicked back on.
LDH Aquatic said Gertz. I call
Gertz.
them Gertz for short.
Oh.
Gertrude, or however it's spelled.
No, I did not get them from Richard. I got my original colony off of not Aquabid. Dan's Fish. Dan's Fish is where I got my original colony. It started to dwindle because I wasn't keeping up with the eggs and the hatching. And these fish are like an 18-month, maybe 2-year fish, I think, at most. Their lifespan, at least it seems to me like that. Or at least breeding-wise. And, whoa! Whoa! I don't know if you made it. Don't go up there, dude. Should put the protector on there. It will not end up good if the dude went through that tube. I'm gonna tell you that. Last time that happened, that Venturi was like a blender. All right. Anyway, no, I got the first colony from Dan's Fish. It kind of dwindled. So I ended up getting more from Dan's Fish, and I've been keeping up on that. And then at the Keystone Clash this past year, there was a guy. When I got these from Dan's Fish, they were listed as RU4 as the collection point. And that's what I've gotten from him every single time. And then the guy at the Clash was selling. Is that guy in the tube? Okay. I was in the tube. How did you get in the tube? He's behind it. Yeah, then at the Clash, I got some guy was selling RU4s. So I got, I think it was like 4 or 5, and there was like fry in the thing. And that's what I had in the quarantine tank for a while. There are actually those, you can, I don't know, you probably can't see it, but there are kind of some fish that are clearly younger than the others. Those are the ones that I just moved. So it was like another, somebody else, like, I guess fresh genetics is how I looked at it. But yeah, I don't think I haven't gotten these from Richard. Gertz. Gotcha. Came through as Hertz. That's what made me confused. I'm like, what is a Hurt? Something that happens to you. All right, let's. We're gonna finish this water change. Throw the mops in the tanks, and they're probably gonna be the stream. Tanks for nothing.
LDH Aquatic said yeah typo on that one.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. It happens. I should well, when I fill it up, I should get some iron. I'll look into that.
Crazy Four Seahorses said, since we talking of breeding, can't wait for my Clarky clowns to hatch on Wednesday night.
That's like, that seems like such a process. Clownfish, aren't they the ones that like, they need darkness? Like light will kill the fry, or eggs, something. No idea. Bottom tank. Stir up a mess down here. Some algae. I can't stop. Clark Eye clowns to hatch. Need a tank pitch black, and just when they hatch, moonlight so the larva can hatch. Interesting. Okay. So they always hatch at night, I'm guessing? It's kind of cool. So weird, right? Currently down here doing this tank. It's a leaf. There is an air stone in this tank too. Barely even moving. I see it. Let's fix it. Oh, there's an under gravel filter in this tank, right? Yeah. Come out of. Go. A chooch. Yeah. Gonna get 50%ish. This whole system is like a 29, a 20, and then a 20 sump. So 50, about 60, 70 gallons if everything's full, but I don't think it ever runs at full, especially the sump. So I would say 65 gallons is this system, probably, roughly. After that, make sure this is algae free. Good enough. All right, it's time to fill. Usually fill this one, top one first. Here. Here. Do 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 do. So much glare. This is where I need to fert. Let me get the verts. Gertrude's. The guy who discovered these species.
Congratulations. P&W Aqua on the membership milestone. And
Congrats!
P&W Aqua has been an extraordinary aquarist for 16 months.
I think it tries to spell out that emoji. It's after like the fish that's after it. That's what it. Weird. But congrats, man. Thanks. Thanks for being a member. Ooh yeah. That's probably enough. Stay planktonic for 20 days. Whoa. They need pitch black just when they hatch, moonlight so the larvae can hatch. Yep. And then they stay planktonic 20 days. What does that mean? Planktonic. Like they. I don't know what that word means. Hey. Right, we're starting to fill the other tank, so let me move this out. Move it down. Yep, and the pump just kicked on. So
LDH Aquatics said lurk mode activate.
right on. Let's fill up the bottom tank here. I think we're good. Planktonic. I gotta look this word up.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said like plankton. Crazy Four Seahorses said they just float like plankton in the ocean.
Okay. So just drifting around. Planktonic. Related to plankton, which are organisms that float weakly or weakly swim in bodies of water. Okay. They're unable to swim against current and are at the mercy of the water movement. Here we go. Well, that's a good word. I like it. Planktonic. Okay. They're full. Close that lid. Close this lid. Oh, I gotta put the mops in here yet. But this hose away. Planktonic. Reminds me of some people I know. Can't let go. Alright. Now we kick the pump on.
P&W Aqua said, I'll have a gin and planktonic, please.
I can't mind that. That's funny. Oh. Okay, that's cooking. Cool, cool, cool. Where are these fancy new mops I just made?
Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said, I know some of those people as well, Lowell.
We're gonna try something here. Since we were discussing this earlier, I'm gonna take 2 mops and put it in the Gertrude tank. And we'll see if one mop gets more eggs than the other. First I'm gonna get them all nice and wet and rinse them off in case there's any, weird stuff that might... I did have that thing pretty much rolling on the ground, so can't hurt to give it a good cursory flush. Plus, they tend to sink better when they're wet.
Victor C. said, hi, Jason.
What's up, Victor? Good morning. Well, it's afternoon now. Made it!
Crazy Four Seahorses said, ain't bad for a native German speaker. Give me a few years, then I will have learned my vocabulary book.
There you go. Alright, this is the light green mop going in. And a brown mop. Dude, we'll see what they like. Let's try and get them both in the middle-ish. The brand new mops, so they're probably gonna take a minute to stop floating or whatever, settle in. Mop in there. Mop in the frickatas. A mop. This I handed over this. Okay. Cool. Well, we accomplished quite a bit today, I think. Some mops made.
Victor C. said, go Eagles Super Bowl Sunday.
Go Eagles, man. Oh, missed a huge spot. That sucks. It's got a bottom, so I'm gonna have to get a ladder down. Just got to fix it. And I did just stir the whole tank up, so that means it's gonna take a minute to settle out anyway. Is that it?
LDH Aquatics said, only Super Bowl I know is now legal in many states, LOL.
It's a good one, dude. The superb owl. Back in the middle. Alright, cool. Let's see. See what they like. See if it even matters. Okay. I'm done. Done playing. Ellis, that'd be a nice fish to get. They're starting to come around a little bit more. I know a guy that was...
Crazy
He
Four
has 'em,
Seahorses
he's breeding 'em,
said,
but
so
he's-
you all look American football.
Wow. It's like I don't necessarily follow football. I don't really follow my team. But, the local team was always the Eagles. So I root for the Eagles. I still don't see that shrimp. He's probably hiding because he just molted, right? Isn't that when they're really vulnerable, that first day or so when they molt? Let's see. I haven't done any water changes, since last week. I don't think there was any change. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much it here. We got, got the mops done. Got tanks maintained. We're currently doing a bypass water change on the Celeb's tank. So far, I've put in, 3 gallons have come out. I probably put about 5 gallons in because it was low. Fly, Eagles, fly, man. That's right. All right, guys. That's it. I appreciate everyone hanging out. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave that down below because I read them all and I answer them.
Crazy
talk
Four
to me about?
Seahorses said, so I missed the CIA no tank?
Yes. Well, I didn't really show it, but last week I did a little maintenance on it. Flushed it a little bit. I got to do it again. I actually need to make salt water, so I never refilled the salt water. Anyway, if you have anything you want to show off, email me there. Hit the like button if you haven't, because that goes a long way. And we'll do it all again.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said thanks for the stream, everyone.
Thanks.
Victor C said,
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for live streaming at depths unknown.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Couldn't do it without you guys. All right, folks. That's it. We'll see you next time. Be good and bye.